I'm sure most of you are familiar with the words man tracht and Gott lacht. Man makes plans and God laughs. Well, let me show you how these relate to me. This was the year I've been looking forward to, the year 2022. After 44 years as your rabbi, after more than 50 years as a rabbi, it was time to retire, semi-retire. I had all sorts of plans for what I was going to do this year. What I didn't plan on and what actually happened during this year are the following. First, I had a catheterization where they put in a stent. Then I had my aortic valve replaced. Then 4 of my teeth had to be replaced. And then came the kicker of all. I've had back surgery from which I am still recovering. So much for my big plans. But I should have known better, because what happened to me happened to Yaakov, our forefather, and happens to all good people. It's in this morning's Torah reading, we read the seemingly innocent words, Vayeshev Yaakov be'eretz mugurei aviv. Yaakov settled down in the land of his fathers. But the rabbis come along and say it wasn't necessarily so. Bikesh Yaakov leishev b'shalva. Yaakov wanted to settle down in peace, and he thought at last he was going to be able to. Miyad kafatz olav rugzo shel Yosef. Immediately, he was confronted with the tragedy of his children selling Yosef into slavery. The rabbis say that Yaakov should have known better. He should have known, Ein shalva l'tzadikim ba'olam hazeh. There is no rest, there is no peace for the righteous in this world. As Gilda Radner used to say, it's always something. It's a grim statement, but it's rather true. The entire life of Yaakov, from birth until after his death, is one continual proof of its truth. He had one long struggle after another. And what is true of Yaakov is true of every human being. The world is so made that each and every person, good or bad, is destined to have his full share of sorrow and strain, of tension and pain. We might as well accept the reality. Few, if any of us, have permanent peace of mind or constant tranquility. I've had a tough year. Look at Celine Dion. Celine Dion is one of the best-selling music artists of all time. She has sold over 200 million records worldwide, won the Grammy Awards 5 times. She is referred to by Billboard magazine, Queen of Adult Contemporary. And did you see what happened? You see what happened? Celine Dion discovered has a very rare, incurable disease. She was supposed to go perform in Israel. She can't. I'm supposed to go enjoy Israel. I don't know if I'll be able to. but I can't complain, because that's the way it is in life. There's always going to be some pain. But a small person is one who feels pain each time someone steps on his toe. The bigger person is the one who reserves his pain for the more important things in life. Back in the 90s, there was a very popular rock group called REM, and they had a wonderful song entitled Everybody Hurts. Let me just read you the chorus. Well, everybody hurts. Sometimes everybody cries. And everybody hurts sometimes. And everybody hurts sometimes. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Everybody hurts. You're not alone. Hanukkah is upon us. As a Hanukkah gift, I wish I could guarantee all of you a life without pain. But you and I know it's always something. But if suffer we must, then may all our sufferings be of a creative kind. If there's no rest for the righteous, as well for all other people, then at least let it be a pain of achievement, of accomplishment. The pain whose results would be similar to those of the Maccabees, Lahodos, Lahalel, L'Shimcha Hagadol, giving thanks and praise to God's name. Shabbat Shalom, and a freilich in the forthcoming Hanukkah.